We got 20 million views on YouTube.
It's not a stranger to a bit of a contractual disagreement.
Zhang's confidence is just boosted.
I need to see both fighters, see what kind of headspace they're in.
I actually worry for JOYCE, you know.
Basically, everyone was just relying on JOYCE and that chin. At the time, it looked like a good move. He looked like he was going to be the face of boxer and Sky Sports, and it's kind of backfired a bit now, isn't it?
No one wants to hug you bear as the face of Sky Sports.
Zhang versus JOYCE 2 this weekend at Wembley Over Arena in London. It's here. It's come around quickly. Is JOYCE ready? But before we get into it, Baz, I'm Sav, by the way. It looks like they're having a bit of problems with that Okolie fight and Billam-Smith.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It looks like they're having a few issues there, potentially contractual issues. Okolie accepted the rematch, but it doesn't look like Sky Sports want to put on the fight. You can sort of see where they're coming from, why they don't want to put it on again.
Well, I can't imagine the numbers were good from the last one. So, I mean,
I think it would have done all right, but
up until the second round or something. And then...
who would want to watch it again? That's the question, and it doesn't.
From what I remember, I remember you messaging me, and
I didn't get a response back.
That's it. Yeah,
it was like
I woke up in the morning, and I just had text messages from you. Like I was
got a message 3 days later from you, and it was like you were in a comatose.
Yeah.
I had to send someone around to your house to just check you're all right.
Man put me into hibernation.
I mean, that's obviously nothing. Not taking anything away from Billam-Smith. He'd done the job. He did what he was asked of him, but there was just way too much hanging.
I don't even feel like he performed as good as he could have performed that fight. I feel like there was more from Billam-Smith that we didn't see, but the fact that Okolie the fact that he kept just hugging him and
just didn't get the script, did it? It was just
yeah.
There's no plan B.
Okolie needs to rethink his whole situation. If this rematch is not going to go ahead now, and if he's not going to come into this,
I don't think Okolie can go anywhere else, and that's probably why he's not.
Well, this is it. I mean, I
reckon they're trying to pay some sort of step aside money, but obviously don't want to pay too much. And Okolie's probably just like, no, I want the rematch, and it's it's not a stranger to a bit of a contractual disagreement. So I mean, he obviously left Eddie Hearn, and at the time it looked like a good move. He looked like he was going to be the face of boxer and Sky Sports, and it's kind of backfired a bit now, isn't it? For everyone, I think.
No one wants the huggy bear as the face of Sky Sports.
But anyway, let's hope they can sort it out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Both fighters, and hopefully they can get it moving along. But I just thought I'd throw it in there before we get into it. But obviously,
a little curveball at the start.
Yeah, no, I like to keep you on your feet, keep you on your toes. But Zhang versus JOYCE 2, we've been waiting for it. It's come around now. What are your thoughts on it? Is it going to be repeat, revenge, the same thing again? What's going to happen?
Listen. All right,
I'm listening. Go.
I can't really see it going any other way.
Oh, really? You can't see it changing?
No. The way I see it is if JOYCE is going to come back into this fight, and he's going to come back into this fight with fire, he needs to pull it to the end of the 12 rounds. He needs to take
to the end, doesn't
fight
it? Take it to the deep end.
Yeah, deep undercover.
Deep. So
I can't even remember what film that was from.
I'm going deep undercover.
Deep, but that's the only way I can see it. And he's not really had enough time to get his footwork and his head movement.
But he's running out of time. He's 37 years old. He hasn't got the time.
Soon he's going to be a pensioner, man. What can I say?
But if he's going to be a pensioner, what about Zhang? He's 40s. Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I mean, what are you saying? How do you feel that? You think this fight's going to go any other way?
It's been very tricky to read it. Like normally I can get a feel when it comes to fight week for how a fight's going to go. It's still very early on. I need to see both fighters, see what kind of headspace they're in. You can tell from the early interviews how a fighter is generally and what kind of mindset they're in.
Zhang's confidence is just boosted.
And there's not been much out there at the moment. It's kind of like there's been a bit of preview.
It's been a slow news day, isn't it? Really?
Bit of promo before, but I think obviously going to ramp up towards the end of the week. But I want to see a bit more about how they are in themselves. I want to see them get in, do a bit of pad work.
Who's he sparring? Has he got some southpaw sparrers in?
Well, I think that was the problem in the first one, because as much as they said that they had southpaw sparring in that first fight, I think basically everyone was just relying on Joe Joyce and that chin.
Just to walk through him.
Exactly. And I don't believe anyone anticipated how much of a problem Zhang was going to be. It was kind of the wrong mindset to be, because obviously Zhang beat Hrgović. Well, he didn't beat him on the cards.
Most people
in the boxing world, a lot of people thought Zhang won that fight.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an argument to say that Hrgović wasn't the best Hrgović at the time. But
even in that, he did start slowing down towards the end a little bit.
It's true. He did. And I think that's probably what the game plan was in the first fight, to get to the end. And Joyce...
Just that eye just wasn't taking it.
A lot of people have said, if the eye didn't close up, then he would have won the fight down the stretch. But you can't. If someone's hitting you all the time, you can't say, well, if the eye didn't shut up, then he would have won the fight.
I actually worry for Joe Joyce. You know, we've been like slight little fans of Joe Joyce since the start. And...
yeah, we have been fans. We've been on the ride with him onto that, and
and I don't want to see him take more punishment like that. I mean, exactly. I can't. Yeah. He's got to change his game plan up. He's got to switch it up.
Yeah. He's with Ismail Salas. I'll be interested to see if there's any other trainer working with him for this fight. There's not really been made much of it.
Nah, you're right. Maybe there's some little trainer in there they don't know about.
Maybe they added someone to the team. You don't know.
And for once, there's no spies in the camp to let us know.
Exactly. It's been pretty hush-hush. Similar to the Chris Eubank and Liam Smith fight, where a lot of people couldn't see Chris Eubank Jr. reversing the fight. Can you see a reversal in this fight, or is it a case of, as I said, you need to see the fighters face to face for that final time?
I think I need to see the confidence in their eyes.
Yeah.
Or eye.
One thing I will point out in that Ngannou versus Fury presser, it looked like Joyce did have swelling on his face as well.
Look, I mean, I take the mick, but he has got. I think he has caused him some proper damage. I'll be honest with you.
Longer term.
It could be long term.
Well, they said there was no break or anything like that, but
I mean, that sort of scarring to your eye tissue, that can't be good. Yeah, let's see what happens, Sav. It's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, looking at the tickets, it looks like they're almost sold out. There's still a few tickets about not too bad a price.
They're fairly priced this time round, aren't they?
I mean, as boxing goes for a big fight.
Yeah. The undercard is a little bit lackluster. I feel like it could have been...
We haven't really talked about the undercard. You've got Zach Parker on there. Who else you got on there?
I think you got Moses Atuma as well.
Atuma, yeah, he's keeping active.
Yeah, that's what I like to see from the younger fighters.
Yeah, you've got Anthony Yards making a return, but
it's true, but we don't know who his opponent is yet. So
yeah, they kind of like to do that. Sometimes they just chuck him on, and he's not got a proper opponent in place.
I don't really like that. Yeah,
he's at that level where they shouldn't really be doing that, should they?
Nah. And to be honest, that could throw a curveball in the other guy's favor, because if he takes
Frank Warren is not going to put him in any fight of any danger. I think we know that.
Yeah, that's true.
He'll get someone. It'll be someone off the street. It'll be a certain win. He's not going to put any risky fighter in there with Anthony.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
we got 20 million views on YouTube.
It is on TNT Sports.
Yeah.
And it's a pay-per-view fight again, I'm guessing. So it'll be pay-per-view.
So I haven't seen the cost price yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we shall see, Sav. We shall see. Will it be?
One thing that will happen and will be clear, if Joyce wins, then I guess he gets that position back, that sort of final eliminator position for one of the belts, which he lost, because he was almost next up to fight.
That threw a spanner in the works for Frank Warren, didn't it? Really, because he was hoping Joe Joyce would walk through these opponents, and then he could throw as much cannon fodder at Usyk as he can.
Where does the loser go from here? Is it going to be too late for both guys? We mentioned one's 40, one's 37. Yeah, I don't think it's retirement talk. Not yet.
When does retirement talk happen if it doesn't happen when they're 37 and 39?
40. A fresh 40-year-old Zhang.
Oh,
But either way, whoever wins this fight, I want to see them get a shot against one of the big boys, get that
yeah,
big
for
money
sure.
fight.
For
I
sure.
think they both deserve it. They've been in those fights beforehand, and if whoever wins this fight, hopefully gets a title shot and gets that big payday.
That's it. Exactly it, Sav. I couldn't say it's better myself.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see Tyson Fury watching this fight with a keen eye, and some of the other heavyweights as well. So yeah,
that's it.
Anyway, if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe.
If you haven't watched some of our other videos, you can watch our Tyson Fury video up there.
Yeah, and we might put out a last minute prediction once we've seen a bit more from both guys. But for now, it's a case of let's wait and see.
Peace.